numbers are pretty good.
They are pretty good. All right, guys, it's time to play No Fence Riders. We're going to fly through these in 15 minutes. First one, will Deshaun Watson and Daniel Jones combine to throw for 415 yards? This new era of football, fewer and fewer teams throwing for big yards, so will the two combine for 415? There's a dead even split.
I think it's too early to say it's a new era, Mike.
Through 2 weeks.
There's a lot of people that are saying it is.
Well, but it's 2 weeks. I think it's two. That's
Well,
not
no,
enough to say.
I started saying that last year.
Well, but this year is a dramatic change. Much more dramatic.
Dramatic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going off the 2 weeks of data we have right now. It was a dead even split. JG, Tyvis, Dustin said yes, they will. Bull, myself, Earl, Jason all said no, they won't.
It's going to be close. But I think they're going to
get The biggest shocker is that Earl is in the under category.
Yeah, I thought he had Watson for 415 by himself.
Hey, I think he has Daniel Jones for about 63 yards.
Hey, listen, everybody is on the wait and see train. He had looked decent against the Jaguars. Everybody waiting for this Giants game so they could be like, okay, I can put my foot in the water real quick. Let me see. It's warm. I can get in now. They're just waiting for it because, look, you could go backwards or you go forward. So people hedging their bets right now. That's why the chat is quiet all over the internet. Twitter's quiet. They want to see 2 games in a row, Bull.
I got Deshaun Watson with 199 yards this week. I've got Daniel Jones with 117 yards this week. So,
wow.
I got Daniel Jones very low. That's why I went on the under. It's less of a Watson thing, more of a I don't think the Giants' offense can do anything.
I think there have been a number of double-digit passing yard performances this year. Where guys were held under 100 passing yards.
Well, what was the total last night?
Last night, Jacoby Brissett didn't get it.
Yeah.
Brissett had 98 last night.
Yeah.
He had like 130 yards of total offense, I think.
They were
the
bad.
Patriots did.
Did you see on the sideline where Aaron Rodgers pushed the coach, basically?
Yeah, so they talked about it in postgame. Did you hear it?
Oh, yeah. What did he say?
They explained it. It's a little gag that they have with one another that they play.
It was silly. I'm not sure I'm buying that.
Yeah,
I'm not either, but that was their explanation.
All right, next question. Amari Cooper struggled to start the season. We talked about that at length this week. So the question was, will Amari have at least 6 receptions versus the Giants? Jay, Bull, G, Tyvis, Earl, and Jason said, no way. Myself and Dustin think it's time for the Amari Cooper breakout game.
There's something funny about that picture with
Dustin and the Nuggets.
It's crazy. It's like the same size. I don't like giganticisms. Like I don't like
scary.
I don't like big turkey legs or huge pumpkins. That freaks me out.
Don't go to Epcot.
I ain't going. I'm not doing that, man.
Yeah, everybody walking around like cavemen with these
Turkey
huge
legs.
carcasses
I'm like,
in their
man,
hand.
that is a dinosaur leg, bro.
Mike, why do you think it's going to be over?
Because I think they're going to make it a point
to
incorporate him to the offense, and I do not believe the Giants have any defensive back capable of staying in front of Amari Cooper.
No, Njoku makes it more likely, but last year he only had, I think, maybe 5 games with 6 catches or more, maybe.
God, he's been targeted. He was
I
targeted
think
17
I
times
just
in
feel
the
like, and I'm probably even. I said Watson with 199 yards. I don't know if it's going to be that high because I think the Giants are going to have a real hard time scoring in this game, and I think the Browns are going to run the ball a ton. So I just don't see there being that many passes.
I mean, in the words of John Fana, Kevin Stefanski has his playbook back. Give me that. He went to him like, hey, bro. Yeah, you had your shot, homie. He's like, how did I have a shot? You were calling the plays. I gave you a shot. It's okay. Back to the 18 tight ends that are linemen, actually.
Never called plays this year.
Hey, you think Dorsey's playbook is Nick Harris? Is Zach Zenner in motion?
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no.
They came out the first drive, Jason. I'm like, Zach Zenner is reporting. What? He's eligible? Go ahead.
When we get to the McNuggets 5 stats, I got a number on that exact thing for you. Yeah. Next one. The Browns' longest play of the season offensively is 36 yards. It was that 4th and inches sweep to Jerome Ford last week. So the question this time is, will they have an offensive play of 40 or more yards against the Giants? G, you said yes. So did myself, and so did Dustin. The rest of the guys out on the panel, along with Earl and Tyvis, said no.
Now listen, they can scheme some up. They got one hit wonder, Jerome Ford back there. All they need is one shot. Listen, if they give him a little something to the outside or a screen, Jerome Ford can get that on one play and they get 2 yards the entire part of the game.
Well, he needs to get it on one play.
He's a
we're talking
one play wonder.
He could. I picked a same game parlay, 4 legs today for the Browns game.
What?
I have Watson under passing yards. I have Jones under passing yards. but I have Jerome Ford over rushing and over
What was the
receiving.
over
Yeah.
for him?
For rushing,
Yeah.
43 and a half, I think.
that's not bad.
40-something and a half.
What?
And the receiving yards for him was 16 and a half. So I think he goes over on both.
I mean, when
I
you
kinda
sneak
like
this
that.
little parlay in,
I
bro?
like that.
Well, you get a little
I just
parlay
put a video
action.
out this morning.
I like it too. Although the Sean King's recommendation about staying away from parlays on Wednesday is still really
Yeah, parlays are
They're for
you know.
suckers.
Yeah, but if you're only betting a small amount of money, then
Yeah.
there's no
They're fun,
harm.
though.
But I tell you what, it make them games so much fun.
Yeah.
to watch.
Oh, they do.
That's right.
Yeah.
I watch any game after
And
that.
it makes to the last snap.
Yeah,
In
that's
most
right.
cases.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like,
That's
why
right.
are you watching? It's 27-3
Garbage.
because I've got something on
I
the
need
line.
one more rushing yard here.
And you be looking
Give
at
it to him, and then when they don't give it to him, you're like, this coach is an idiot. Why would he not give it to him then?
Oh, you know there's somebody that had like over 6.5 rushing yards for a quarterback, and then the quarterback took a knee on the last play, and he lost a
That's
yard.
the worst. It is the worst.
We didn't mention this earlier. Bad job out of us. Devin Ribley just tweeted it at me. The Columbus Clippers threw a no-hitter yesterday.
No kidding.
Fine no-hitter. Yeah.
I didn't
Who
see
were
it.
the pitchers?
I just closed the tweet.
I wonder if Tristan was one of them.
Bull and Jay.
He was not one of them.
Bull and Jay told me never to like combine.
Combined no hitters were a
Here's
joke.
the thing, though. A combined no-hitter late in September in AAA baseball. Did you guys see what the Twins did with one of their, I think it was a 6th-round draft pick,
They
a
cut him,
catcher?
yeah.
They
cut him,
released him because he was telling the hitter what was coming.
Yeah.
He wanted the season to be over. He didn't want the team to make the playoffs. And they cut him.
Yep.
If the pitcher has 60 pitches and he's in the World Series and he only has 60 pitches, would a manager let him finish the game and try to get a no hitter?
Not in the World Series. No.
60 pitches.
Well, why would you pull him?
Yeah.
I mean,
you wouldn't-
probably in
you
that
would never
scenario,
even think
you would.
about pulling him. He's not near the
I
pitch
mean,
count.
yeah, like 60 in the 7th.
Yeah, probably.
No, that's a great.
But any one hit and you take him out.
yes.
One hit for
Yeah,
real.
The four
Now,
pitchers,
if it was 90 pitches in the 6th, he's
Yeah.
not going to finish it.
Right.
But
the four
60
pitchers, real quick, just to give him a shout out. Connor Gillespie pitched the first.
Oh, wow.
The first 5 innings. Randy LeButt pitched 6th and 7th.
Well, the butt.
Anthony Ghost.
Ghost.
Come on,
He pitched
Mike.
the
He's
8th.
been on the major league team 18 times for a
Tanner
day.
Burns pitched the 9th.
Oh.
Combined no hitter. They won
Hey,
2-0.
it's still a no-hitter, no matter how we
Yeah.
try to,
I don't count combined no hitters. They're bogus.
I don't love them, but they're still
The
technically.
Cubs got a combined no hitter earlier this season. I didn't even care. I didn't watch the
The
ninth inning.
Braves got one
Yeah.
in the 90s. Kent Merker was part of it. I think they used 4 or
I
5
haven't heard his
pitchers
name in years.
for a no-hitter.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 fence riders left. Number 5. Will the Browns' offensive line commit fewer than 3 penalties this week? So if you thought it was 3, the answer was no. The people who think
This was
it'll
the
be
easiest
fewer.
one for me, by the way.
What do you say?
This was the easiest one for me.
Well, the people who said fewer were Bull, G, myself. We're confident in the O-line cleaning up the penalties.
2?
Jay, Tyvis, Dustin, Earl, Jason all said 3 or more is happening. It's not coming that clean.
They've had 2 in the first 5 minutes of both games.
They're just like this is a thing. Like I don't know. I just feel like you're not going to have all these penalties every single week.
I know,
It's
but
just
can
not.
you go 60 minutes where you only have 2?
James Hudson's going to give you 2.
Off
He's
top.
going to.
I don't know that he's going to play.
He's going to have a
Do we
false
know he's
start and
playing?
a hold.
He's going to play.
I think he's going to play.
I do too.
I mean, Conklin's got a full practice in yesterday.
There's no way Jack Conklin can play a full game. There's no way.
No
Okay, so then but Hudson might not play as much.
It doesn't matter. He's going to get you 2 penalties.
James Hudson. I
He's
saw
going to get you a false start and he's going to get you a hold.
Vegas
Just
is
put
going
it
to
down.
start issuing a line on his penalties.
McNuggets. I saw James Hudson. I went back and watched it on that reverse play to Jerry Jeudy. They got no yards. He looks like he has a gaping hole for 15 or so yards. And I'm like, how did you not get any yards? And then I looked up, oh, snaps. There go big game James. The dude lets a guy run around him and don't touch him, and he clubs him in the back with like
Big game
with a slapjack. Yeah. And then he looks at the ref like nothing happened. The ref was like, I don't know whether they're called clip, throw you out of the game,
Or assault.
targeting, assault. You did everything. And then he turns around and is like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, big game James is out of pocket, bro. He's going to get you 2 to 3. 2 to 3 he's giving you off top.
G, so you're not
Wait,
calling
but
him Big Game
you
James?
said they weren't. You were with us that they're not
I
going
know.
to.
I think here's the thing. He's going to get you 2. They're going to have a penalty on Elijah Moore for not lining up and being still while the ball snap leads your procedure. But I think the guards clean it up. I think Joe Bitonio, he had a rough one. He had a rough one last game, but I think he has enough.
Joel
pride.
Wyatt and Postic don't normally get called
No,
for
ever.
flags. So that will go away.
Yeah, like-
the tackles, it's coming back.
Yeah, that.
All right, last one, then we'll bring out Bernie Kosar. Will any Giants receiver have 60 yards against this Browns secondary? Myself and Earl said, yeah, they will. And I think I'm going to speak for Earl. I think we think it's going to be Malik Neighbors. Everyone else?
Wow, that's really
Said
bold
not a
prediction
chance.
there, Mike.
Do you want to know I said yes to this one real quick?
Sure.
Because you're a Giants fan.
No, they're going to force feed. No, the Giants suck. They're going to force feed Malik
Well, you're
Neighbors.
still
He's the
a
only
fan.
offensive weapon. And of the entire NFL through last night's game, including the Thursday night Week 3 game, do you know who has the third best EPA when targeted in the entire NFL? It's Daniel Jones to Malik Neighbors. Only behind C.J. Stroud to Nico Collins and Baker Mayfield to Chris Godwin.
I just
Those
think
two are looking at each other. It's been pretty successful for the Giants, and they're going to be down. They're going to throw the ball a lot. I think Neighbors has like 72 yards, and that's about their only semblance of offense.
Is
you're
Denzel
reading too
Ward
much
playing?
into stats through 2 weeks, Mike.
There's a
2
stat
weeks.
for everything.
When I'm right, Bull.
If Denzel Ward is playing, there's no way he's getting that.
We
He's
don't
out
even know
of here.
if Denzel's playing.
And this is a game for the defensive lineman. If you can't eat today, I don't know what to tell you.
And what about Myles Garrett? He has not practiced at all this week. I think we all assume he's going to play, but
I'd never make Myles Garrett practice.
He'll play. Man flipped his car.
And
Missed 1 week and
bro,
came back.
he
and
has
played.
he has the mutant gene X. He is like Weapon X. Like
right. But will he be as effective?
No, it's a concern. Like I don't know exactly what the foot injury is, but I think it is a little bit of a concern. Like he's, this could be a thing where for a couple weeks where he's not really practicing. They're just running him out there on Sundays. Their bye week's not for a while, so he's just got to play through it.
That adamantium regeneration don't work as well as it used to, but he's still the second coming of Wolverine. He'll play.